All right, a lot of y'all may know what's been going on with 2K as far as them getting ready for 2K21. Y'all seen Mike Wynn's tweet. If y'all did, I'm gonna put it up there so y'all guys can see it. But this is a step in the wrong direction already. Uh, I don't think people really understand what people mean by user error because it used to be like that in the past where your user error would mean that you would get messed up. Like if you made a mistake, you would pay for the mistake. It's not like that anymore. So honestly, I'm gonna kind of explain why this is gonna be like a huge downfall for 2K, and it's gonna keep going this way because people want the game to be easy. All right. Now, I get it. I get the other side that you will want them to make a layup all the time. If it's a wide open layup, you want them to make it. But the thing is, though, right now slashers and sharpshooters aren't the same. There's is a really big difference in the skill needed for both of them. Now, what it used to be was the slasher had to beat the opposition with a move to get past them to get to the rim. Now people just hop step, so it really don't really matter what you're doing. So you can just hop step and do what you want to do, and it's a bucket. You know what I mean? But for shooters, you have to do something to get open. People have to find you on a pass, and then after that, you have to time your release. So even after doing all that stuff good, if you don't time your release properly, you get punished for it. But that's the thing about 2K though. If you do all the stuff right on the slashing end, and then you don't time it right, you don't get punished for it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's a red release or a good release, whether it's contested, uncontested. People make certain layups regardless of what you're doing on defense some of the time. Some people just press square. And that's why I think if they did certain things properly, they can make it to where it's even on both sides, It'll be even on both sides of the playing field. So for me personally, the biggest thing is the animations, all right? One thing that 2K will have to do is to prevent it so that, sometimes you're driving, but you want to take a pull up instead of a layup, but you'll do a layup and go all the way to the rim and get blocked, or you don't expect the layup, or you do the opposite. You want to do a layup, but you want to do it on a pull up. That has to go away, all right? Because if you want consistency, people have to know what they're gonna do before they go to the rim, all right? That's one thing I had a problem with the game. And some animations, of course, are timed different. So you can't say, it's a timing based thing if some of the layups are timed faster than the others. So you have to make all the layups the same amount of timing, which I think you can do. I think you can just change all the layups to the same amount of timing, whether the gathers are different or not. You can change that. I'm pretty sure you can. Now, if somebody just taps square, then I think they deserve to miss it unless they're trying to do a pump fake, But that's just me. I honestly think that will make the game more fun, and will make it so slashers aren't just OD. And like I said, you saw if you watched me from last year and saw what I did on 2K19, you know that you can't just drive all the time. You have to pick your spots, and you have to pick when to drive. You have to pick when to do what. Because if you just go whenever willy nilly, you're gonna get blocked. You're gonna get smacked. It's not gonna go your way. But in this game though, like people can be in the paint and it don't matter. You just unlucky. Okay, so that's one thing they gotta fix. I feel like that's a big problem. And them listening to the community is annoying. We knew they were gonna listen to the community, and people just want to be spoon fed. Cause I think it's a good idea to make it so that you're rewarded for doing things the right way. For timing your layups. You know how they have pro touch in the game. It's you having a good release timing on your layup gives you a better chance of it going in. But with the way that layups are in the game anyways, if this is gonna make them all, then it doesn't really matter what constitutes as a good slasher. That's what I mean. You can tell a good shooter from a bad shooter in 2K, but a slasher, it's much harder to tell because not only do they have to exploit the defense to get to the paint, they have to dunk, they have to, do layups, they have to cut at certain times. So honestly, nothing really can tell me that you're a good slasher or not, other than when you're cutting and stuff like that. But skill-wise, I'll never know. That's just the way the game is. So it's a lot of stuff they gotta do if they want to make the game fun and last for a long time. But for right now, they're not doing it right. Personally, they're not doing it right. And I get it. Michael wants to listen to the feedback of people, but I think if they tweaked it to a certain point, degree, people will have to be forced to do it to deal with that. Because you know how angry people were with quick draw being a badge, and people were frustrated about that. People were really angry about quick draw being a badge, but it made sense though. If you wanted to shoot quickly, you had to be a shooter, or you had to have the badges for the shooter. So you already had to set aside 3 badge points for your jump shot. So that way you couldn't make OP builds. And that's what I'm saying. Is like that gives you a skill gap now, because everyone can't shoot. Now everyone can still kind of shoot, even with like 65s and 70 open shot threes. They can still kind of shoot, but they can't shoot as fast and they can't shoot as consistent, stuff like that. And I think that's what the actual skill gap needs to be, is that people need to put more emphasis into skill versus what the players' ratings are. Anyone can get their ratings super high. And I think that's what the problem is. Anybody in the game can get their ratings high. It doesn't matter who you are. Your ratings will eventually get high. You can pay for your ratings. So it really doesn't matter what your ratings are. Your badges are supposed to help you in those situations. But the badges shouldn't be a pick-me-up for people that suck. If you can't get rebounds, rebound chasers shouldn't help you get rebounds over somebody that's actually hustling to get rebounds. You know what I mean? Of course you want to have the badge. Rebound chasers shouldn't automatically, nullify someone else who is good at rebounding, has the attributes, but they just don't have the badge as high as you do. But that's just my take on it. I think they like to be spoon-fed, and sorry if that's how y'all feel, but personally, I feel like, in my opinion, the game needs more challenge, because it's simple. It's a simple game. And especially the slashing part this year. Slashing last year was a lot more fun. It was a lot less predictable last year. I had to do certain things to get to the rim. I had to cut at certain times to get to the rim. I couldn't just go to the rim, hop step, giant slayer, pro touch, relentless, all this stuff, and then just get to the rim how I wanted to. I had to be crafty. I had to get past people. I had to shake them out, all that kind of stuff. So I think they'll benefit from having this in the game and making it so you can miss layups. Now, he didn't say you're gonna miss all layups that are missed time. There's a chance to miss layups. So I think, even if it's the last shot of the game and it's a layup, a wide open layup, and someone has really bad nerves and they don't time it at all, they should miss it. I think there's a chance that you should miss that layup. That's all he said. He said there's a chance. He's not saying that you should automatically miss it, that there should be a chance that you're gonna miss it if you do mess up your release. So I think it should be that case, because there's so many penalties for shooting and for your jump shot. So if your jump shot's not right, then you're not gonna get the boost and everything that you would get as far as everything else. That's what I think though, because I think scoring is too easy in the game. Playing defense is much harder, because defense is random. Defense is honestly random in this game. Defense can be the difference between 40% smothered very late, he makes it, and 20% kind of open, he makes it. 2% covered, he makes it. It's weird, I don't know. It's a random game, and they need to get rid of that randomness by adding skill. And like I said before, I think if you make it so that every layup package has the same layup timing, like if you have a LeBron layup package, it might be slower than the Kyrie layup package, for instance. But it's always going to be the same speed for each layup you take with Kyrie. That's how it should be. But that's how I view it though. Because I think if they started with this, if they're asking us questions like this, I think it's good for the community to be involved in this. But this really shows you that nobody wants to work for anything. Because I like to be able to be like, oh man, I missed that because I got a red release. A red release on the layup. Everyone hates it, bro. If when someone makes a red release on their layup, it's like, bro, you didn't even time it right. You got a red release smothered and he makes it. Nobody likes that, bro. But that's what people want though. That's what they want, so that's what they're gonna get. But it's been your boy, man. I'm gonna have some more 2K stuff coming soon. Hopefully, man. It's just this coronavirus stuff is kind of killing me, and I really don't want to play 2K right now. And I'm honestly probably just hop back on Animal Crossing because I'm trying, bro. I'm trying to play 2K, but something's making me not want to play. But it's been your boy. I'm gonna keep y'all up to date. If there's any more news or anything like that with 2K, I'm gonna let y'all know. It's been your boy Astro. I'm out.